In his first speech since January, Syrian President Bashar Assad defended his government's crackdown on his opponents, but he denied responsibility for last month's massacre that killed more than 100 people in the city of Houla. Alex Thomson of Britain's Channel 4 is in the capital of Damascus.
A speech by President Assad to his parliament in Damascus is an unusual event, and it's clear that the regime is being affected in one sense by international pressure, because President Assad went out of his way to talk about the terrible events at Houla. He blamed them squarely on terrorists. Now, when the regime in Syria talks about terrorists, what they mean is the opposition, the rebels. Now, we were the first journalists to get into Houla immediately after those terrible events in which 108 people were killed, most of them women and children. Everybody we spoke to right across that town squarely blamed the events not on terrorists, but what they called shabiha, armed militias, which they insist are controlled by President Assad's regime. Not only that, they pointed us to villages just outside Houla to the west, where they said these armed militias, these shabiha, had come from. Well, yesterday we were the first journalists to visit those villages. The UN haven't been there yet in terms of their investigation into these events. We found no evidence of any militias. What the people there told us was that those terrible events just after the prayers, in which all those people were massacred, were nothing more than tribal score settling between different families in Houla. So you've got an extraordinary culture of finger-pointing, of blame going on here, which perhaps you might expect in any civil war. Alex Thomson, Channel 4 News, for CBS This Morning, Homs.